Welcome back to a baseball podcast, everyone. Another day, another show. Everyone ready to rock and roll here?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I thought I would tell people, look, if you have something you want to talk about or have a comment, you can comment on our show, and we'll read them on air.
And we'll
Where-
discuss, and you
Yeah.
can leave.
We'll find out a place
you
for
can
you guys.
leave-
You
you
can
can
comment
leave-
on wherever you find your
Yeah,
podcast.
reviews
You can
and
comment
stuff, yeah.
there.
Can you comment on Spotify?
Yeah, you can comment.
Oh.
I didn't
So
know that.
write us a comment. Give us a rating if you want, if you feel inclined, but write a comment. We'll read it on air. That's kind of fun,
Yeah,
right?
pose a discussion to us, or
We're always open for ideas.
If you'd like to, you can reach out to Charles at 479.
Don't open it too much on my phone ringing off the hook or anything.
Well, everyone wants to talk to Charles.
So-
can't blame them.
Guys,
Can't
we
blame 'em.
are in the season. We are like opening the season. We're ready. And I feel like people do predictions and stuff. I think we just need to do that. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think our just blind predictions is what everybody wants to hear. So
What kind of predictions do you like, PJ?
ones that are good for my favorite team and bad for the teams I don't like.
I see.
Hit us with one that you want us to pick. Let's do that.
We want to start with
Yeah, go ahead.
a team, or we want to start with divisions, or
Let's start with teams.
okay. I'll start with the reigning champions, the LA Dodgers.
Oh, boy.
They got
Oh,
better.
boy.
Edwin Diaz, Kyle Tucker,
All right.
probably someone else I'm forgetting.
So you want me to predict whether they will win the division again?
I want you to tell me 29 versus the Dodgers.
Yes.
Who are you taking, the field or the Dodgers?
Wow. It is hard not to pick the Dodgers right now. I don't want to. I don't think they'll win the World Series this year. I do think they'll make the playoffs.
You know who is going to win the World Series this year?
Oh, man. Who's going to win the World Series, Jacob? This is your prediction. This is on tape.
It's on tape. I'm going to say it. I'm going to stand on it. Probably not the Marlins. But I hope so. I have fingers crossed for them.
I'm taking the field.
I've got absolute fingers crossed.
You got to take the field.
I think so.
The Dodgers, I mean,
Two in a row is impressive. 3 is just really hard to do.
it is. And you got to take
Even
into
with-
account ages, the injuries, everything. And everyone has their, everyone's trying to
gambling.
play against them in really big ways. I think there's teams in the West who even can compete with them to where they don't blow everybody out of the water.
I mean, they only won 93 games last year
They did.
and won. But they didn't win it handily.
They won when
And
it
then they went
mattered.
and got Edwin Diaz and Kyle Tucker and said, "We'll just make it even."
They really need those players.
No.
I'm taking the field, PJ. I gotta
I'm
take the
taking
field.
the field. Okay. Who's your top pick from the field then? Jacob's going to say the Mariners, I think.
Jacob, are you gonna say the Mariners?
Yeah.
Well, the Mariners made the
They were
World
pretty
Series last year.
ALCS.
Oh, ALCS. That's right.
They were pretty good last year.
They could have won the World Series last year if they,
I'll go for any team that has teal.
you like the teal teams.
I like that seafoam teal color. Yeah.
It's a pretty good color.
It's a pretty good color.
I hate this question because I just want to pick the Braves to win.
Yeah.
But
I
as a
wanna be
Braves
a
fan, I know
homer.
that's not going to happen.
You guys are
I-
just hopeful.
No, it's dead at this point.
I hope it's not a team from the NL East then, if it's not the Braves.
I mean, crazier
course.
things have happened, right?
I mean, the Braves have won the World Series. That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
the year they won, they weren't expected to win,
I mean,
Well,
right?
They just made the NLCS and
I mean,
added
the
Charlie
Cubs
Morton
won it
in.
1 year, right? So it's possible.
That's true.
They won when it mattered. The playoffs happened. That's what happens in the
That's
playoffs.
the thing. This baseball is a funny sport. So you could go out there and be 88 wins like the Braves were, and then you get hot and you just win.
Absolutely. You know, I've been hearing
a
a lot
funny
of people
game.
throw out the Pittsburgh Pirates a lot lately.
Yeah, I think they should be better.
They should be better. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but you know what?
I mean, they got
That
Skeens, don't they?
division, They have Skeens.
They got Paul.
They have help with him too. They have some help for Skeens.
Jared Jones.
Yeah, so I think that they'll be better in that division, that NL Central.
It's tough, but it's not. There's no juggernauts.
Right. They're all just pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
There's no
besides
Dodger-
the Cardinals,
there's no
they're kind of
Dodgers.
still
Yeah.
rebuilding, but a lot of the teams can win that division, including the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who do you think PJ could possibly, if you were choosing, just choose. Give me two guys from the NL that you think will be finalists for Cy Young Award this coming season?
Well, I've got my pick.
I think I was about to say I think there's a
There's a.
it's like not an elephant. It's like a King Kong in the room right now.
You're telling me.
Who's
So
your
are we,
king?
are we ignoring Paul Skeens?
You don't have to ignore him.
Because it's hard to.
It's hard to ignore that
Because
one.
I feel like as long as that guy's healthy, he's just gonna win.
I mean, if
every
Skeens
Cy
doesn't
Young.
get it, I think Garrett's a sure thing, right?
Garrett Hawkins is running away. First
Last-
reliever to ever win the Cy Young.
Last look.
I mean, we could get top reliever of the year if
He
they
could.
put him back on
He
the
could.
on the 40 man or
It
whatever.
could happen. Mason Miller.
He is
go
kind of
down,
beyond
yeah.
the
Garrett
40, so
Hawkins.
like
Not saying I want him to get hurt.
Do you like when a reliever wins Cy Young Award?
When was the last time that happened?
I mean, it has happened. We're going to have to look this up. That has happened.
All right, going to
But
pull that
I
up for me,
feel
Jamie.
like that is a starting pitcher award. You know, they have reliever of the year. That could be their award. But starting pitchers should get Cy Young.
So does that mean that starting pitchers shouldn't be able to win MVP?
I don't think a starting pitcher should win MVP.
I think that you should be allowed to win as many awards as possible if you qualify.
I mean, that's what's happening.
Let's get the accolades going, man.
So, according to Google, which
Okay.
I don't know anymore.
Okay.
Eric Gagne was the last one.
What year
in
was that?
2003.
Dodgers?
Yeah.
He
He
was
had
a good early pitcher.
137 strikeouts in 82.
Charles is the only one to remember this.
I was alive. I
You
don't.
were alive,
we were
Jacob.
we were all alive. Everyone was
yeah,
alive.
That's about all I got.
Eric
I
Gagne
know.
wore
I know who he
goggles.
is,
I
and
was
I
too
know
busy
he
in
did
kindergarten
steroids.
to pay attention to that.
He wore goggles when he pitched.
He was a steroid.
Kind of
guy.
cool. But
Goggles
no,
are fun.
they don't let that happen very often.
No.
You know, so MVP, to me, MVP should be someone who plays every day, should be a hitter in the lineup. I don't even think a DH should be MVP.
Unless
I
they're
know
like,
Shohei.
Unless they're like 58 home
I
runs.
get the
and-
Shohei thing, but in my opinion, someone that plays the field should be MVP.
Well,
With that being said,
yeah.
I guess we didn't really do our Cy Youngs either. We didn't
Who
really.
did you?
No.
You could Paul Skeens to somebody
Okay.
else.
I'll pick two other people.
Okay.
Paul Skeens is obviously the number one. I'll pick two. I think Chris Sale is going to come back, and if the Braves are any good,
Yeah.
I think Chris Sale will be in there.
I've got my fingers hope that Tyler McGill's going to have a good season.
I don't know if he'll be a Cy Young contender, but
No, I don't think he will.
I
But
think
my fingers are crossed. You know, he's a tall dude.
He is a tall.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna say Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I could see that being a good choice. If the Dodgers let him throw enough innings,
Yeah, if he stays healthy, he's really good.
you'll
I
learn
was
this,
really
Jacob.
impressed.
I talked about in a previous episode how I don't like openers coming in the games to start pitching. Another thing that's kind of like really kind of annoying to me is 6-man or 7-man rotation, 6-man rotation. I just kind of like seeing the best pitchers pitch every 5 days. Why do we have a 6-man rotation?
This guy, he just wants the pitcher highlights.
That's just the
He
thing.
wants their arm falling off the shoulder.
Yeah.
That's
If you play MLB The Show, you don't have 6-man rotations.
well, that's because they don't know how to code that. Yeah.
Take Charles back to the 80s when you
Yeah.
could smoke a dart and just let the guy run his arm into the ground.
So now that Charles, you want to give Cy Young? You want to give some Cy Young?
You know, I like your picks. I mean, I think that it could go to various guys. I really don't have a answer to that yet.
Would you rather give an MVP prediction?
Okay. I'll
if
give
you
it
do, though,
MVP
you got to
predict-
give me both.
Give you both.
AL and NL.
Okay, so if I'm picking NL MVP, let me think about that. I mean, I think that. Do you really think a team has to be good to be an MVP?
Historically, no.
Yeah.
Modern day, I think so. I don't think they would give it unless the guy just hits like 80 home runs. I don't think they'd give it to Andre Dawson again.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let me do AL first.
Okay.
AL, I'm going to go out on a whim. It's not going to be Aaron Judge this season. It's not going to be one of those guys you can just automatically think of. I'm thinking of a gamer, someone who can go out there and if they're not out there, their team is not good.
If he says who I think he's going to say, I'm going to leave.
Uh-oh. Don't leave. I don't think you would leave for this. It's going to be Gunnar Henderson.
Wow. Okay. That's not who I thought you were.
Gunnar
Okay.
Henderson, that guy
Okay.
is a baller. I mean, you got to admit, they're better with him. They have other players on their team that could be good.
I was going to say Roman Anthony, honestly. I mean,
A lot of Red
peop-
Sox
a
fans
lot
would
of
agree with
people
you.
Yeah, a lot of people are
excited
talking
for
about
him.
him right now.
But I mean, he's such a Roman. He played just a little bit of last. Did he play the whole season last year for the Red Sox?
We can
I
find
really
out.
can't remember. When those teams up in the Northeast kick in, like not the Dodgers, the Red Sox or the Yankees and all those teams, sometimes they let their young players play a lot, and sometimes they don't.
He only got 8 home runs, so I don't
He
think he
played
did.
71 games.
Don't think he played
I
all
don't
of them.
think
He
home
put
home
up
runs
3
is his
WAR.
game.
I think his main draw is speed, defense.
Yeah.
Kind of, he's a great center fielder. But
Yeah.
center field, though, I mean, that's a position you can
I mean, outfield and designated hitter is what it says. So
probably did a little bit of both.
Designated hitters should not get MVP. If they play him in the field, I'll give you that.
well, outfielder. I mean, I'm sure he's getting played at center a lot.
And for your NL pick, Charles?
I mean, it is very, very difficult not to pick Shohei.
Yes.
I don't want to pick him, so I'm not going to go there.
So you're not going to pick the favorite for either league.
I'm not. I'm going to say this is going to be a season that Ronald Acuna Jr. wins it. He's going to stay healthy, and it's going to be an awesome year for him. They have a new guy that's coaching the bases at first. His name escapes me right now. But he's going to steal a
can't
lot
think
more
of his name.
bases. Ronald's going to steal more bases than last year. That game's going to be back into play, and he's going to hit more leadoff homers than anybody in baseball. Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's for your NL.
NL MVP.
It's
Yep.
not going to be Manny Machado.
You're getting me started on Manny Machado. There's certain players out there I just don't care for.
I'm gonna turn the faucet off on this Manny Machado and Jacob.
Are we going to circle
what's
back
your-
to that?
Jacob, you got an NL MVP pick this year?
Oh, I'm going to go Manny Machado.
All right.
Are you
just
doing that for spite?
No.
He's
No.
a good player.
I honestly, I mean, I haven't watched enough baseball to really be
But
making.
yeah, you gotta
this kind of
you gotta
assumption.
give a pick. You can throw a guess.
I'm
out there.
going to throw Manny Machado in
Yeah.
there for the NL.
You never. I mean,
You never know.
You never know, dude. You
If he
never
doesn't run
know.
his mouth, he might win.
well, I'll be boring,
Okay.
and I'll take the reigning MVPs in both leagues.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably the smart move.
For our listeners out there who may not know who they are,
Yeah, who are
Aaron
they?
Judge
yeah,
in the AL, despite a lot of people wanted Kyle Raleigh,
yeah.
and in the NL, it's Shohei Ohtani.
Cal Raleigh hit more
big
homers for
dumper.
a catcher than anybody.
Yo,
And
For a
big
hit-
switch
jumper.
hitter as well.
man.
He almost hit a baby in the World BC.
But if you take Aaron Judge out of that lineup, they're not as good.
No.
That's
No.
just a fact.
So, Charles, you want to maybe take some team predictions here?
Yeah, let's do some predictions. Let's do division predictions, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Let's start with the way it always, for some reason, starts on baseball things with the AL East.
AL East. Well, if my guy Gunnar wins the MVP, that means the Orioles are awesome.
Do you want?
Orioles are going to win the AL East.
All right, Charles, you want to hear what Fangraphs has to say?
Oh, Fangraphs. Let's see what they say.
Fangraphs says the Orioles are going to win 83 games.
83.
And they have a 17% chance to win the division.
Who do they have winning?
The Yankees.
That's
Of
a homer
course.
pick, Fangraphs.
Of course.
Are they based in New York? Fangraphs, you want to come on the show and talk about it? Come on.
Yeah, send somebody.
Yeah, we need a Fangraphs.
We'll let
person over
Charles duke it out with you.
here. Yeah.
PJ, what about you in that division?
I think the Blue Jays are going to win it again.
They're the ones I tried to put the Mariners in the World Series accidentally. That was the Blue Jays that were in the World Series last year.
Mm-hmm.
They could have won that. They almost won. It's just, the ball bounces a couple different ways. They would have won.
That's the way the game goes, isn't it?
Jacob,
about
you
AL
want to
East
take
for you?
I would probably go with the Blue Jays as well.
All right.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about that.
We'll go back and look at this when the season's over. We'll see just how good we chose.
Yeah, we'll see. This does lead us into something that I'd like to start, which is the Jacob's Price or Right. Price is right. Jacob's Price is right.
Maybe Price is
Price is near.
Price is near for
Price is
copyright
close.
for copyright reasons.
Yeah. Jacob's statistics are near.
Yeah, there we go.
The numbers are close. How about
Yeah.
that?
I like that.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys a player,
Okay.
and I want you to tell me what their home running, like how many home runs they got last season, and what their batting average was last
So we
season.
do both stats? Or is this one at a time?
We can do one at a time.
Okay.
But I have both stats for either one. If you can tell me either one, I'll give you guys like 1 point, and I'll tally them up.
Who's your players? Or your player?
All right, to start, we have Matt Olson.
I should know that.
Yeah, we both should know this.
And the rules here, you want to get as close as you can without going over, just like
Okay.
blackjack.
Okay.
For some reason, Braves Nation said that Matt Olson had a down year last year. I don't remember that being the case. He may have had a down year compared to the previous year, when he was like Superman out there. Okay. You want me to go first?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel really bad if I get this wrong.
I feel like I have no idea.
Batting average that we're going with?
You can go with batting average or home run.
Okay. I'm going to say he hit.
If you get both, then that's 2 points. If you get one, that's 1 point.
Okay.
And again, the point goes to whoever is the closest out of the two of you.
Okay.
Matt Olson hit 38 home runs last year. And he hit 268. That's my guess.
I feel like that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty good.
And I don't even remember. I
I-
watched a lot of Braves.
I have no idea. Last year's probably one of the least I've watched in years.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go with 35 home runs,
Yeah?
and I'm gonna go with 281.
Okay.
Oh, man, this is intense.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, you both busted on home runs.
Oh,
What did he hit?
He had 29 home runs last
Wow.
He
season.
hit a down year at homers.
yeah, he
He had
did.
29 home runs last season.
Yeah.
And Charles gets it for the
I knew it
batting
was.
average.
I knew it was in this 260.
272.
Oh, I knew it was
272.
around there.
Matt Olson will be better this year.
I think every time that the last 2 years we've seen, whenever a guy like that gets in a lineup that's super hurt, their production goes down because they feel like they got to do everything. And why pitch to him when there's nobody else worth pitching to?
It's a weird year last year. I'm hoping for better this year. Last year was a weird year. For the
Fingers
Braves.
crossed. Matt Olson, if you hear this and you want to come on the show, let us know.
Yeah.
All right, next one is a favorite.
Oh, no.
It's Manny Machado.
Oh, it's Manny Machado.
Yep, it is Manny Machado. I just felt like poking the bear today a little
You
bit.
do. PJ, why don't you go
I'll
first?
go first this time. I think Manny Machado hit 32 home runs last year and had a 275 batting
That's a good
average.
guess.
Okay.
Okay, Manny Machado. I'm going to say he hit. You said 32?
I did.
I'm going to say 36 home runs. And he hit 259. I don't think he was that awesome last year.
I don't think.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Yeah.
He hit 27 home runs. You both busted on that. But the batting average was 275.
Let's go.
Wow,
You got
good
that
job.
dead on the
Wow.
money. What are the odds there?
That
Can I
was
say-
very good
Can I
guessing.
say, I'm just a huge Manny Machado fan.
And now here's the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Will Benson.
Oh God.
Will Benson.
Charles doesn't even think Charles knows who that is.
Who is Will Benson?
You don't know
We've
Will
done
Benson?
him. We did him for a pickle because he's from Georgia. And I
Yeah, we
mentioned
did him
that.
for a pickle.
Did he play at all last year?
Yeah, he played for the Reds.
I believe that is correct. I'm pulling him up. Yeah.
Can you
Reds.
tell me how many games he played in? 'Cause that will help me try to guess.
Yeah, let me go down to appearances here.
Yeah. Because, I mean, without that.
He played in 90 games last year.
Okay. That's a pretty good chunk.
128 the year before.
Can you tell me what position he plays?
He's an outfielder.
He is now.
Okay.
He's a
Not
lef-
that helps.
he's
but
a
it may
lefty.
help.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say he didn't hit hardly any home runs. I'm going to say he hit 11 home runs, and he hit 241.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 19 home runs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 286. I think if I remember, I think he actually was pretty decent last
That
year.
was decent.
He was doing okay last year, but 12 home runs
Hey.
and 226 for the batting average.
Ooh,
Charles takes it.
he was not decent last year.
You know what? I like that game show.
Yeah. So
I wasn't
Charles
going to like it if I didn't
yeah,
win.
Fair. Do you want to go back
That's-
here to some
yeah,
to the
Charles is
rest
the
of these
winner.
predictions here?
Yeah, let's do it. So we did AL East.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go next?
We'll just stick in the AL. We'll go AL Central.
Yeah, let's do AL Central because I have an easy choice for the Central. Very simple for me.
The
I
Cardinals,
like
right?
a lot of their young players. I know people hate on them because of their city. I don't care. Detroit Tigers are going to take the AL Central title.
You just like Tarek Skubal.
I do like
He's a
Tarek
big
Skubal.
Tarek Skubal fan.
He's a lefty. I like
Yeah,
lefties.
he's good. I know
Riley
a lot
Green,
of,
I
a lot
like
of people
him.
give him some heat because he didn't pitch in the World Baseball Classic, but that's a different podcast episode.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it local and go the Royals.
The Royals.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're a good young team. And
Yeah.
they moved the fences in, remember? They moved the
Yeah.
fences in to make it easier to hit homers.
Well, and that's got to be great. You know, you get to catch a ball, take it home. You got a memory for life right there.
I'm
More-
sure
more
Cole
runs.
Reagans loves it.
Do we want to know what Fangraphs says?
Yes.
Fangraphs says the Tigers are going to win 86 games
Okay.
and have a 60% chance. To win the
Oh,
division.
good.
So, and then it's the Royals.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm
That's
gonna
really
I'm gonna
good.
go with the Tigers as well. I just they're good and they got better with Fran Bravales.
And you like Tarek Skubal as well.
I do like Tarek Skubal. as
Yeah.
well.
I might as well just go ahead and finish out the AL West, right?
Yeah. I'll start.
Go ahead.
My favorite AL team, Jacob's favorite AL team, the Mariners.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you know that's what I'm gonna go as well. Automatically,
I'm gonna do something for the sake of being different.
you're gonna go the A's, huh?
He's gonna pick the Houston Astros. He's
I
gonna
am
pick
not
the
gonna
Los
pick the Houston
Angeles
Astros.
Angels.
I'm not gonna pick the Angels.
Not much.
Seattle probably will win. However, because I play a lot of fantasy baseball,
gonna choose
I
the
play
Athletics.
a lot of A's.
Yeah,
Athletics.
he's gonna choose the
will
Athletics.
win the division. The Mariners will get a wild card. You write it down. You don't have to write down the wild card, but
Okay,
write
okay.
down Athletics.
Okay.
They don't have a city yet.
Do you want to know what Fangraphs has to say?
Hit me.
Or Jacob, do you want to guess first?
Oh, Mariners.
Oh yeah, you said that right.
Yeah, Mariners.
Okay. Fangraphs says Mariners 62%, 88 wins, and then Rangers 80, 14%.
Yeah.
Astros 80, 13%. Athletics 78, 8%. So
I want the
They don't
Rangers to
know.
do bad just so I can hear Josh talk about it.
that would
at
be
work.
funny. That
We
would
know,
be-
so we know a Ranger fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a very vocal fan. But also, he's kind of a doomer in general.
He is.
So it doesn't matter.
He'll go into a game. He'll go to the game.
How
Be
many
like, they're
times?
gonna lose.
How many times this year did you say Arkansas is finished and then now look at it?
I know.
So
Well, you know what? They may not pick the Athletics. They don't know. They gotta learn to watch the big Amish play more, and they'll learn to like them.
We're gonna have to get Josh on the podcast now to defend himself.
yeah. Charles, you want to kick off the NL or do we want to do a different?
Look, kick off the NL. Go ahead. Which one where we start at?
We'll start with the NL East, of course, since we're all NL East
Okay.
fans.
I'm not gonna pick against my team.
I
I'm
am.
not.
I'm gonna pick the Marlins. I want them to
Marlins
win.
guy over there.
I want them to win.
They may.
I got faith. You know,
I'm not picking those other teams. I can't stand a lot of those teams. I'm going Braves. Don't even care what Fangraphs has to say. We'll find out anyway.
I would have thought surely you'd go Nationals.
I'm not going with the Walgreens Nationals.
Yeah, it does
I'm
look like the
just joking,
Walgreens W,
Washington.
doesn't it?
I also
All right.
going for the Braves.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes, two Braves and Fangraphs.
Fangraphs has 38% to the Mets with 89.8 wins, so they think it's gonna be a big year. Which Fangraphs I feel is usually about 3 wins,
Okay.
conservative.
Yeah.
I think from what I remember.
Yeah.
So, and then they have the Braves at 89.2, 34. So right behind us. I think it's pretty close.
If anyone watches the Mets ever, they know something's going to happen in the season where they won't do as well as what people
Yeah.
think.
That's why
And they know they're gonna have to pay out Bobby Bonilla.
That's
Bobby
also
Bonilla.
true. And then they've got the Phillies at 87.9, 26%, and then the Marlins 74 wins, 0.9%.
Nah, they're gonna bring it. They're gonna bring the heat this year. I can feel it.
Hey,
It would be a big shock.
it would be a big shock. Their stadium is really cool, though. their
Shocking
field.
things happen.
Man, I thought about this the other day. I want to get to the other NLs, but I just got to ask you this. Is it okay to wear another team's logos? It's not your team.
I think I like to collect jerseys, so like I don't see the problem, especially baseball. I know a lot of people like ball caps, so they just wear like you're like, oh, you're a Pirates fan. And they're like, huh? And like your hat, and they're like, oh, I just like the hat, and you're like, oh. So I think it's very more common in baseball than other things, but I don't think there's anything wrong.
Well,
with it. Now, if you go to a game and you're just wearing like a Orioles hat and you're at like a Angels, I mean, which I guess I've done this, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, I've done
but-
that. Here's the thing. I guess it's okay, but I don't think it's okay to wear other teams' logos from your division. I think that's a little odd. What do you think?
I mean, I enjoy the look of a ton of these hats. All right, I think that they got a bunch of really nice logos on a ton of them. I would buy a lot of these hats and wear them, willy nilly if I kind of felt that way about it. But it does feel a little odd, maybe if you care about baseball or you actually care about
Yeah.
the sport, to wear a team's logo that's like against you. Like if I'm an Arkansas fan, I'm not wearing LSU gear.
No.
Right.
That's just not happening.
I have trouble with the teams, the people who wear logos because it's fashionable. I feel like you should at least know one player on the team.
Yeah.
Jacob knows one
It's
Marlin.
like
yeah.
I
Is it
know,
like-
more than
I
one.
know.
is
but
it like it's like someone wearing a Nirvana shirt? Do you count that the same way? Like if you go up and you're like, oh, you're a Nirvana fan, they're like, no,
Yes.
it's the same thing to you.
Same thing. I think that's the same. Now, a lot of the young kids, they wear those band shirts because they think their logo is cool, just like the logos for sports.
Yep.
But if they can name me 2 songs by them, have at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can name you a bunch of Prince gear or a bunch of Prince songs, but I don't wear any of the Prince merch that I have. So
Hey, I hear you. NL Central.
Before we do
Okay.
that, would we like to take a guess at today's pickle?
Let's play the pickle. Let's play the pickle.
Now, Charles, I'm going to go ahead and warn you.
Oh, no. Warning.
This is a guy you might not know. But he has pitched in 97 innings. I'm saying that. I just-
97 innings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did just say pitched, but that's just because I'm helping out.
Okay. Word. So it's a pitcher. We can at least get that.
But
This is a rare PJ fumble by the.
no, it
the
wasn't
pickle
it-
pitch.
It wasn't a fumble. It was intentional because I didn't
Oh.
know who this guy was, but he was an impactful player for his team last year.
So when you get a player, when you get a clue like it's not someone I would know, would it be smarter to pick someone I know to get information, or to just pick
I'm just-
someone I don't know?
I'm just the game maker, man.
You're
That's
just a
up to
game
you.
maker. Jacob, do you want to start?
Well, he said pitched in 90 innings. I'm just gonna start off with Zach Agnos,
I don't know who that is.
Who does he play for?
Rockies.
Of course I don't know him. He pitches for the Rockies.
Yeah, the rookies.
This guy's got a
But
great mustache.
he does have a really good mustache. I saw that.
Is he in your top
Immediately had to pick
5
him.
mustaches in baseball?
I don't know if I have that.
That's
off
a
the top
different
of my head.
podcast
Yeah,
episode.
that's
That's a different
That'd
podcast
be a good
episode.
topic.
Well, we'll have to wait maybe till we get the visual element in because some of these people need to see these mustaches.
that's
You know,
true.
Davis Schneider,
Fair.
Zach Agnos, they all have phenomenal mustaches.
Davis Schneider, yes. that's a
Davis
good one.
Schneider is a top 5 mustache.
Spencer
in
Strider
MLB,
used to
for
have
sure.
one. Does he have it back? Spencer Strider? I can't remember if he has
No,
his
he's got
mustache.
that like beard now.
It's a beard thing. Pitchers. The 90 innings thing does not help me at all.
I was just saying it wasn't a guy who started none. I was trying to-
Okay.
I
He
was
wasn't
trying to-
some just, they just called him up from the minors. He hadn't pitched any
Yeah.
innings. Okay.
This dude has not. Zach has not pitched 90 innings, but
He's pitched 30.
31. Yeah,
Hey, I mean, I guess you got to start somehow.
exactly. Whoop.
Man, that's such a tough
Okay.
one, man.
Zach Agnes. Team is incorrect. Division is correct. Bats and throws is incorrect. Country, let me make sure. Country is correct. USA. Age 25 is incorrect, and relief pitcher is correct.
So it's a relief pitcher. There's a lot of relief pitchers out there.
Okay.
That's true.
So it's NL West, but it's not the Rockies.
Right.
Okay. And you said he bats right and throws right?
Zach Agnos bats and throws right, and that was incorrect.
Oh. So it could be left, or it could be a switch.
Could be switch. That's never. I don't think anybody in the world is switch.
I've never seen a switch.
That would be
switch.
cool.
I've combed these rosters like
Yeah.
100 times at this point.
Yeah.
If you're a switch pitcher, comment below. I want you on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, Jason Vendetti or Pat
Yes.
Vendetti. That is his name. Pat
Yes.
Vendetti. We want you on here. Gerangelo. I can't think of how to say his last name. That guy, get on the podcast.
Jacob,
Yeah.
scour another NL West. We gotta get another guess in
Right,
here.
my bad.
Um,
West,
Yeah, NL West. It's not the Rockies. Don't
not the
scour
Rockies.
them.
I'm beyond Rockies.
I'm gonna look at a team. What team are you looking at?
I'm gonna look at Giants.
Giants. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. I'll look at the Padres just to get them off the board.
They have your favorite player on there.
But this one cannot be Manny Machado.
Did we say country is correct?
Country is correct.
All right. And age was orange.
Age was incorrect.
Age was just incorrect. And what was the pitch and throw?
Zach Agnos bats and throws right was incorrect.
Okay.
I like how you can scour the roster really quickly. That's really
yeah.
talented.
Yeah, it's much easier on the computer.
It is. I told PJ before the show I should have stopped and got me one of those old school baseball magazines with all the
You
players.
really
in
should,
it.
yeah.
Just flip through it like a magazine. That'd be kind of fun.
We just hear the page flipping.
Yeah, Charles, hey, we're talking to you. Oh, sorry.
Here it is in the magazine, guys.
I'm gonna try Eric Miller.
Eric Miller. Charles?
Eric Miller. He is a giant. Is he related to Mason Miller? I doubt it, but he might be.
I don't think so.
Eric Miller is correct
Wow.
You got another one.
in 2 guesses.
Jacob. If I remember right, you were 3-0,
Wow.
right?
Yeah, that's 3-0 now.
Amazing. That wasn't easy. That was a hard one.
No, that was a hard one. I actually didn't. After I'd guessed him, I looked at the innings pitch and I was like, oh, that could actually be him.
You guys couldn't see the look on Jacob's face looking through that roster, but he was concentrating. He was like scouring that Giants roster because he just had a feeling it was a Giant.
I don't know what it is, dude. I get drawn to these teams.
I told you, sometimes he just, that first guess and then boom,
Yeah.
I get scared.
It's crazy good. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's why I said he had a decent year. He put up 1.6 WAR, so he's
Wow.
a nice
Yeah,
little player.
no,
but,
he's not. This is honestly someone to pay attention to. I
yeah.
would say
yeah,
he's young. I mean, ish.
28. Yeah, he's inexperienced or ish.
Give
yeah.
him 5 years.
Well, do we want to get back to these?
And let's finish those
predictions
out
here?
just to get them finished out because I think that what are the other divisions we have?
NL Central and the NL West.
Okay, Central and West. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
I think the Milwaukee Brewers are going to win the NL Central.
Okay.
I want to say that the Cardinals are going to do well. I want to so badly just because they got the ticket deal going on, and I'm from Missouri. I feel
You can say
the
it.
need to say it. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think it's probably going to be the Brewers.
Going with the Brewers.
Yeah. The Pirates was a close second, but in my heart,
I get the love. For
I want the
Brewers.
Cardinals to do well.
They're a good
I know where
team.
Charles is going.
I'm just
gonna
going to
say
go with
Pirates.
Pittsburgh.
I
Yeah,
knew
he's
that
gonna
was
say
coming.
I'm going to go the
I knew
Pirates.
it.
I think this is
The
going to
Paul
be.
Skeen Pirates.
They have a good lineup, and they play. They play their version of baseball. It's not going to be like the Yankees, but it's still going to be good.
Yeah.
And that leaves us
now eventually. But do you want to hear what Fangraphs?
Yes.
It's got 44% chance to win the division. Nobody picked them. 86 wins. The Chicago Cubs.
Oh.
And
Nah, I was-
then it's got the Pittsburgh Pirates second, 83 wins, 26% chance.
I was going to go against the Cubs just because of our friend that's the Cubs fan.
Yeah. And then the Brewers 82
Sorry,
wins, 20% chance. So
That's kind of crazy to me.
yeah.
Did the Brewers have a lot of turnover I don't know about?
They traded Freddie Peralta,
Oh, that's right.
but they're the Brewers. That's just what they do.
They do that.
They don't really care.
They do that, and yeah, they're a weird one for me. I mean, the Brewers always look good on paper. Sometimes they do well.
Or don't look good on paper because you don't know who anybody is, and then they
Sometimes.
just do good. They win 90-something games like they did last year, and
It's a
everybody thought they
weird
would be-
division for me.
Yes, it's competitive, but it's not
Right.
loaded, talented. Yeah.
Well, you
Now-
go first for the West.
Yes. Unfortunately, Fangraph says they have a 99% chance to make the playoffs.
I wonder who it is.
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
The lads.
Yeah. Nobody wants to write that one down, but that's
Are you
what's
picking
gonna,
the Dodgers, Jacob?
I was going to say Padres. But, I mean, I
Padres.
know conventional wisdom says Dodgers are going to take it. I want the Padres to do well. I'll pick Padres for this.
You can go Padres.
I'll put my feather in that cap.
Who's that guy from Tennessee Volunteers who now coaches the Giants?
Tony Vitello.
Yes. He's going to get them playing well. He's a different kind of guy in the majors. Giants. They're going to take it.
Does
I'm
he
not picking
have-
the Dodgers.
Does
I
he have
refuse
major
to.
league experience, Charles?
No, he
No.
doesn't.
He doesn't. But you know what? We talked about that. I feel like he has college experience. Mark DeRosa, Team USA, he has no experience being a manager at all. Tony Vitello has experience being a manager in college. That's competitive. SEC baseball is competitive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, Giants.
Come on,
I
Giants.
thought you were picked the Giants, Jacob, because you love picking the Giant stuff.
I do love their stadium and I love their colors, but I wanted to go Padres over this.
Do we want to hear what Fangraphs has to say?
Yes.
Numbers are kind of disgusting. Projected wins for the Dodgers, 99.
Ugh.
99. Everybody
That's
else is like
gross.
88 maybe at most. 93% chance to win the division, 99% chance to make playoffs, 27% chance to win the World Series. Next highest is 8 for the Mariners.
That's
So,
crazy, man.
yeah.
The Dodgers are just.
They're a machine.
It is so. It just feels so good when your team goes and plays them and they beat them. It's like, wow, we just beat the Dodgers. This is awesome. But when the Dodgers win, it's like, oh,
Who cares? They're
who
supposed to win.
cares?
Classic.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And I
The
like
baseball
Freddie
equivalent
Freeman's
of
on
the
that team.
Bayern
I like
Munich from
all
Barcelona.
their players.
Yeah.
I do not like the Dodgers. Oh.
All right.
Man. That just made me sick a little bit. But I didn't pick them. You picked them, PJ.
I didn't want to, but it's just that's what's going to
Conventional
happen.
wisdom. I
yeah.
get it. I get it. I'm so ready. I'm glad the season's, here.
Yeah.
Watching spring training is okay, but at least we had the World Baseball Classic. I mean, spring training was longer this year because of that.
Right.
When it starts getting kicked off, it's so much better.
I like to throw it on, watch a game in the background, but I'm going to watch an inning or two at most. I'm going to watch the good guys play, and then whenever it starts getting I'm not really.
I drive the kids they're kind of funny at home. I'll put sometimes the 4 games at once on, like the split screens.
Oh yeah.
And you could take the arrow and arrow to what one you want to listen to.
Right.
Like, which one are you playing right now? Which one are you listening to? It's just because you could do that.
Yeah.
You'll learn on the MLB.
Oh, I'm going to take full advantage.
You can watch so many games. You can just have it on, and then at the end of the day, look at your stats, see how much baseball you watch for the day.
Shouts out the MLB app.
I just like. I
like the MLB
it's
app.
just such a fun time of year, and nothing really compares to opening week for me. Some people will say things compare, like, I don't know, like NFL first game of NFL season. Does that compare? I don't think that compares.
Maybe. I'm not the person to ask.
I'm not either.
I'm not the biggest NFL fan.
Some people
anymore,
will say
so.
the college football opening week is comparable. I don't.
What I
feel
would
that.
What I would say is comparable. We just had it. March Madness.
Yeah,
That
March
first,
Madness.
First 2
compares.
days of
Definitely.
March Madness is
I mean, people treat it like a holiday.
yeah.
That compares.
They go all out.
Beyond that, it's like nothing in sports really compares to it, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
I wrote this down, and I was gonna save this topic for another day, but I want to know what you think. You know how teams do bark at the park?
Yeah.
What if they did other animals? I want to know what other animals could they do instead of dogs? What else could make sound?
Does the
Birds.
parameter have to be that it has to bark at the park? Like it has to there has to be a funny good name for it? Is that the
Oh, I don't
Or-
think so.
I think that's important though. You,
You
can't
think
just
that's
call
important?
it. You can't just call it cat night.
That's true. You cannot.
You can't call it meow at the park.
I mean, yeah,
Mm,
you
it
could.
doesn't roll the same.
That's better than cat night.
Who is
what I'm
taking their cat with them to a baseball
iguana
game?
night,
That's kind of the point of it. It's fun, Just think if you saw a bunch of cats out there instead of dogs.
raccoon night
Raccoon night could be a blast for some of those.
at the Trash Pandas games?
You could have
Yes.
the Rome Emperors. You could bring your penguins.
Yes.
Everyone bring your
Absolutely.
penguins.
Bring a penguin to the game
What-
day.
Could the Columbus Clingstones do a bring your peach? You get to
Bring your peach.
Bring your peach day.
Instead of a ticket, you bring your peach and
Yeah.
you
Oh,
get in.
I thought you get to bring your peach to watch the game.
Oh, to watch the
should.
game.
yeah.
Just
Or
watch
you
the
could eat
game.
it, a peach to eat during the game.
I would 100% eat that peach
sitting
before the
there
game's
eating a
over.
peach.
That peach would not survive the first
That'd be
inning
chill.
for me.
Yeah, just eat
One,
the peach.
one of our coworkers said that it would cause a lot of lawsuits. I say take out all reality here. It's just for
this
fun.
is this is pure.
Just for fun, geckos at the park.
Geckos at the park.
Well, I think when we brought this up at work a little bit ago, and I think I said something like bark at the park, but it's seals
yeah.
instead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Seals at the
anyone
park.
uses this idea out there, they stole it from
Yeah.
us.
Seals at the Park is property of a baseball podcast.
Man, I tell you what. I mean, sometimes you just think, who comes up with these
Yeah.
ideas?
Who's the first person that was like, we should bring dogs to the baseball game?
I know. Some of them look miserable too.
Well,
Wow, they're being stuck in one of those seats for
Yeah.
that long. Yeah, I'd be
yeah.
upset too.
Well, I think it's
They
funny.
want to get out on the field and chase the ball.
They always do, at least at the Braves games. I don't know if other bark at the parks. They always will do like a doorbell or sounds like that during
Yes.
the game, and you'll just hear during the game.
Amazing.
I love it. Guys, something else that's happening is I have a fantasy baseball draft.
no.
And I've had this league for, I know, 2 decades. It's been around.
Wow.
And I have been the commissioner of it. And we have a group of guys that have been in it for a long time. We do salary cap. We have a draft that's auction based. And I have to draft 2 outfielders. I don't know who they're going to be yet. But, some people put a lot of stock in like relief pitchers. And this league holds matter. So I don't really put a lot of stock in saves. And last year I lost because of that. So this year I'm putting a lot of stock in saves and getting at least 1 plus outfielder. It's hard to have an outfield with nobodies in it.
It's true.
But my infield's stacked with players. that
I
are
think
awesome.
you're going to be smart if you try to find Roman Anthony in there.
This year, guys, I did something I've never done. I try to bring something new every year to the league. This year, I made divisions. Usually it's 12 teams, top 6 make the playoffs. This year, 3 divisions. Division winners win. 3 wild card teams, despite division, just record base. You would think that I threw out the weirdest thing ever in a baseball league. Some of these guys are like, "What are you doing? Why are there divisions in our baseball league?" I'm like, "You gotta keep it fresh.
You
gotta
gotta
bring
keep it
something new,
fresh.
don't you think, Jacob?"
I 100% agree. And I think that the punishment should be whoever loses has to get their division, all the teams tattooed on their ass
In order. Yeah.
in order,
like
in ranking order.
like the
for
Cubs
how
do
the-
at Wrigley Field with the
Yeah.
flags, but it's on their butt.
on their butt.
That would be interesting. I don't think anyone would do that.
It's on their butt. Nobody will
Well,
see
what
it.
if, what if you just draw it on there
Well,
with
just
Sharpie? They got to leave it on there for a week.
Don't keep losing, and you only have one.
Exactly. Don't keep losing. You're only gonna have one, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? People say fantasy baseball is too long. It's too long. I like it. You can use a phone. It has an app.
Absolutely.
Really simple.
Get up and do it when you wake up in the morning.
Right.
Eating breakfast or whatever. That's what I used to do with basketball.
Forget
Yeah.
scrolling Instagram for a day and do that instead.
Absolutely. Do it during trash time, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I love baseball and I love fantasy baseball. And my team struggled last year. Injuries can kill you in fantasy.
Sounds like your other baseball team.
Exactly.
Injuries can kill you in real life too, Charles.
That's true.
Well, they can, but you know what I'm saying. Trying to be competitive in a fantasy baseball, you got to have players that stay healthy.
Oh man.
Otherwise, you can't.
Is there a waiver wire in your league? You guys can churn
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Do you ever
Scan-
decide to just churn the waiver wire so no one else can grab people?
Yeah, Charles gets up at 2 a.m. and sits there and
He
claims
just
everybody and then
claims and
drops
There
off. seven.
are guys that do that. I don't do that. I kind of know like some of the players are kind of upcoming, and I'll kind of stash them away a little bit.
Yeah.
But some people are really on it. They know those guys like the back of their hand. I have to do a little research to find out those guys. But, it's all in good fun, right? All in good
right.
fun.
Yeah.
All in good fun.
Are there any more on your predictions list? I feel like we got to go somewhere else with this predictions list.
We could do a rookie of the year, but I don't think any of us have a real.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
we don't
That's a
have
tough one,
It's
dude.
not like NBA or NFL where it's like, oh, that guy was the number 1 pick. He's going to be.
I mean, let me.
It's crazy because
It's-
last year Drake Baldwin won, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even think Drake Baldwin was going to play
It's
last
a
year.
team, yeah.
Sean Murphy was supposed to be our starting catcher, and Drake Baldwin comes out of nowhere. Here he is.
Injuries, man.
He's awesome. He's a lefty catcher.
Yeah.
He hits left. You don't see that very well. You kept Kyle Raleigh, but you don't
He does
see.
both, yeah.
But still, I mean, it's not as and Brian McCann back in the day. But still, I mean,
Bo Naylor.
I guess they're more than I let on.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. I
Rookie
guess
of
you
the
don't think
year.
it because none of them throw left. There's no left throwing catchers.
There are no. Yeah, you're right. They're all right-handed.
Yeah.
You think they're trained that way, or you think they're?
I watched
all,
a video on it one time, but it was a while ago, and I don't remember what the
Huh.
thing was. I think it was just purely that it's useful for throwing to third, and throwing to first isn't that much of effect.
That's kind of crazy to think. I mean, there's a lot of players. Like, there's a guy for the Pirates, even Connor Griffin.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
plays, he could get rookie of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
People have been talking about him a bunch.
Connor Griffin.
Charles, you have him on.
Comparing him
you
and
have on
Max
your
Clark.
fantasy team?
I have Connor Griffin on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually stashed him last season because here's what's happened, guys. I saw all these players just going on rosters. I'm like, what is happening here? And I'm like, they're stashing young players that haven't even played yet. It's like, I'm going to find me one too. I found Connor Griffin. No one had
Amazing.
him.
Lucky.
So that's my guy.
And now he's the #1 prospect.
Right. He might play. He might play. And Yahoo has him as shortstop or outfield right now.
I think if we talk about the Pirates being good, I think if the Pirates actually care about being good and they don't care about service time and all that, they should just play him. Just start him on this opening day roster.
They should. Honestly, they might win if they do that.
Someone I think's been doing really good is Colt Emerson. He's been
Colt
getting
Emerson.
a lot of play lately.
He's a lefty.
He is.
He's a lefty.
Yeah, I thought you'd
I
like
think
that.
you're coming on to this lefty thing, Jacob.
No, there's just a lot of them in this sport.
Yeah, it's because everybody wants to be a lefty hitter.
I don't do this. You know what? This is a lie. I don't do this every year, but most years. I like to try to get a new hat when the season starts. And sometimes it's just a random one. I used to just like my team's colors, but now I'm kind of branched out like other colors. I don't.
Like the one you have right now.
Yeah, this is like a couple years ago, the St. Patrick's Day edition. This is the green Braves hat. The Braves don't wear green, but I don't know. I just kind of like it now. So there are a lot of special edition type hats like the St. Patrick's Day or like Veterans Day or 4th of July, or sometimes even the All-Star ones are okay. Sometimes they're terrible. But how do you feel about the teams just putting out like a hat that's not the team colors?
Well, one you didn't mention, it's a slight one, but my favorite, and Jacob, you'll see this year, is Mother's and Father's Day. What they'll do is it'll be your regular hat, but then for Father's Day, they'll do the light baby blue.
Oh,
And so, like, your logo will be that color. And then also all the accessories. So, like, your armband, your batting gloves, the bat, your belt.
very cool.
I like that.
Even socks, I think. Like, everything is like, and then Mother's Day is pink. So those are definitely my favorite ones.
Sometimes the players will have pink bats even.
Pink bats, pink batting gloves, pink
Yeah.
wristbands.
I
Very cool.
personally think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones. And then for, like, 4th of July and Memorial Day, they'll do like camo and
Yeah.
stars and stripes, which is cool. But I like the pink and the blue.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. What do you think, Jacob?
I mean, I really like any hat that's looking good.
Yeah.
I don't like the busy logos. As long as it's not busy and the colors look like they're going together all right. Yeah, it's an awesome hat. Cool. Let's go.
Picture this hat. Black hat, blue stripe across the front, Marlins logo in the middle. Like or dislike?
Blue stripe across the
Just
front.
a big blue stripe all across. Like this thick, like maybe like 3 inches thick.
For the viewers at home, he's saying this thick.
Yeah, like this.
Like 3 inches thick. Okay.
Across.
Right
all
across
the,
the
way.
front panel.
Marlins logo on in the middle.
In the middle of that 3 inches.
Is that too busy?
No, that sounds nice. I mean, I could get down with that. Are we talking a black hat?
Black hat.
Blue band, Marlins logo right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Are we just talking the M or are we talking full Marlins?
Full Marlins logo.
Yeah, I think that could be really cool.
Do you like words on hats, PJ? Like if they put Braves across the hat, or
This is
Mets.
actually you hit a trigger right here because there's a Razorback hat that says pigs or backs. I hate those. They're so ugly.
Yeah.
So ugly. Also, they have the rope.
The
Thing,
rope.
Which I
You don't
think
like
is
the rope?
ugly, but then also it says pigs and backs.
You don't like the corded hats.
No, so on those two things together, and then it also just says pigs.
I think if you're doing, this is a very specific like peeve of mine or niche thing of mine, but if you're doing a corded hat, you can't have much going on that panel at all.
No, yeah,
You really can't. You got to just go with like if you're doing a Braves hat,
Yeah.
you got to literally just have that cord, tomahawk.
Yeah.
That's all you need
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, the cord's a whole new thing. I mean,
I don't
it's
like
not
the cord.
new, but it's
It
made
always
a
makes me
comeback.
think of like an admiral hat or something. Like bro's
Yeah.
about to give me a salute.
I like them. I like those hats, but that's just me.
Jacob, my
like I said-
goal this season's for you to find a hat that you think is just a little busy, but not too busy.
Need to get
Oh,
him
it's. I showed you that
need to
Mariners
get-
hat,
need
the
to
one
get
with the
him a-
umbrella.
need to get him
They have
some
the
minor league hats.
they have the umbrella, and then they got like the
Yes.
The state and like a cup of coffee next to it.
That one looked kind of busy to me.
It looked
Jacob.
a little busy, but I liked it.
I can't hate on Jacob because I feel this way, especially maybe not so much for a hat you wear outside, but for a ball cap, like a baseball ball
Yeah.
cap, it needs to be like there's a team, wearing a hat and you're just like, there's just too much going
There's
on.
too much
Like
going on, dude.
Detroit's City Connect.
Yes.
There was too much going on there.
Man, I hope the Braves don't have bad city connects. I really want them to be good this season.
That'll be something we could get into next time.
Well,
Maybe we'll know
I
by
guess
then.
that's we're gonna wrap the show up, guys. We're gonna do our I'm gonna do my lefty of the day. It's someone who was really good last year. I think he'll have another good year this year. I think the Fangraphs thing is gonna prove this. Pete Crow Armstrong,
PCA.
Yeah,
Chicago
PCA.
Cubs. He has a hyphen in his name, and I like that.
Yeah, no,
Hey, good center fielder. My now here's a guy I like growing up. He's a catcher. I always shout out the catchers. Chris Iannetta.
Chris Iannetta.
He was a good little player. Nothing special, but he's a nice player.
who's he play for?
He played for a bunch of teams, but I know him as a Rocky. He had a long time as an Angel, Mariners,
Wow.
D-backs. Went back to the Rockies.
Chris Iannetta.
For my player of time, I mean, I would say all time, but this is just a player of time, really. We have Patrick Monteverde.
Now, who is Patrick Monteverde?
Easy.
Patrick Monteverde, currently playing for the Marlins. He has got a negative .1 WAR and 9.82 ERA. I don't know. I got faith in him. I got faith in all the Marlins. But you can pull it together, Patrick. Come on.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out,
He
Patrick.
throws left as well.
He
If
does
he wants to
throw
come
left.
on the show, come on.
Patrick, please
Seriously.
come on the show. We'd love
Seriously,
to have
call in.
you. Yeah.
You know, Ronald Acuna, he cried on the field the other day in the World Baseball Classic. I'm going to leave us with the quote of the day. It's from Tom Hanks. There's no crying in baseball.